Hey guys, so I'm standing here in London, center of London, in front of the Westminster Bridge right here, and then Westminster Abbey back there, and the classic British double-decker buses. I want to talk a little bit about what makes architecture memorable. So right behind me here, that's the what's known as Big Ben, right? That's the bell that's inside the tower, and it's currently under construction. And it will be for another few years. I think construction is supposed to be completed in 2021. There's still a lot of people taking pictures of just that, even though there's really nothing to see. I did the same thing. You can see Westminster back there, the tower. And as we pan around the Thames River here, Thames, you can see, let's see, behind me there is the Eye of London, the big Ferris wheel that was for the Millennium Celebration. And then a little bit more obscure, spin around here. Right here, this is the Marriott, the London Marriott right here, which is a beautiful building. But right in front of here, there's this lion statue, and then there's this door that goes in to service the statue. And this door was featured in a James Bond movie. James Bond goes through there, and it's a secret entrance to one of the MI6 locations. And so, you know, it's just a door. But there was a group of people earlier taking pictures there. We took a picture there. And so, you know, these little things in themselves are insignificant, but they become memorable for certain, you know, reasons. So, like, there's great cathedrals and great buildings, architectural monuments that exhibit tremendous craftsmanship. They're old, a lot of attention to detail, labor, and then there's things like that door, which are made popular because of their inclusion in a movie. Or, you know, Big Ben. It's a beautiful tower, but also it's just an iconic landmark. It stands out. It's not, it's a landmark here, and so it draws attention to itself. So when we're talking about architecture that has meaning, you know, all those things play into it, right? There's meaning to a particular person, and then there's meaning to the public at large. And I think one of the challenges of architects, great architects, is to make architecture that stands the test of time and that's meaningful. And in our society, all too often we think of things as just being temporary, right? They're going to last for a couple of years. We get new phones every 2 years. We get a new television. We bounce around, move to new houses. But really, you know, sustainable architecture that is using natural resources effectively is going to last more than 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And so when we design buildings that are looking at true sustainability and something that's going to stand the test of time, we really want something that makes an impact, that becomes a landmark, that has meaning, to where people want to perpetuate it and take care of it. And like in the case of Big Ben here, the tower, Elizabeth Tower, which has been in operation I think for 157 years. You know, there's a great deal of expense going into to renovate it, and that's because it has meaning. So one of the challenges that we face, and when you're thinking about your project, meaning doesn't necessarily mean additional cost. Sometimes it does, but think about your project in the terms of what's the immediate value that it's bringing to me, what's the significance it's going to have for me, and then also think about the next generation, people that are going to come after you. What's the value that you can instill for them? And the public at large. What's the value that you can bring to the community, to those who come in contact with the building that you're building? So this is Tim, downtown London with Domum. I'm happy to talk to you about your project. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Some other video links here, and like it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.